guys, welcome back to another episode of SisterTV. So today's episode is going to be all about tips if you're a parent, mom or dad, and you've been maybe thinking about coming to the parks, but you have little infants or little kids that maybe you've been kind of thinking if it would be a good idea or not. This is going to be an episode for you because I'm going to show you how I bring my kids here. We'll show you where the baby nursery is, what products are available that you can get there. Zero's in my face. So stay tuned for this episode. You're not going to want to miss it. Let's go. Alright, so here we are at the baby nursery, baby center, and it's actually right across from Plaza Inn, so if you can see right behind me. Plaza Inn is where the amazing fried chicken is that everybody raves about here at Disneyland, and then that's also the Red Wagon corn dog cart, so it's literally right behind Plaza Inn. So behind me, of course, is the baby nursery that I showed you earlier. What is in the baby nursery? What can you do in the baby nursery? And what essentials do they have in the baby nursery? I'm going to break it down for you. So the great thing about the baby nursery is that, especially for you moms and dads that have babies, I mean infants that are still maybe on formula or milk like mine, where you need to warm up water, you need to warm up milk, and you feel, you know, oh my gosh, where can I go do this? The baby nursery here at Disneyland, and it's also at California Adventure, so I don't know if I mentioned that previously, but they do also have it at California Adventure. The great thing about here is that they have a microwave that you can actually warm up your water for formula, and you can actually warm up your milk. So they do have cups along the side, and unfortunately we can't film in there because, you know, they have little babies in there and moms, and we don't want to go in and, you know, intrude. And of course they won't let us film in there either. But they have cups alongside of the microwave in there that you could actually pour in your water or your milk, and then you warm up the water or the milk in the microwave. So that's one way to do that. The other thing is what if you didn't bring enough formula? What if you didn't bring enough wipes? What if you didn't bring enough diapers? What if you didn't bring enough rash cream or whatever it is that's a baby essential to you? Maybe a snack, Gerber snacks, baby snacks, whatever it is that your baby likes to eat. The great thing about the baby nursery too is that they have a vending machine inside that you can actually purchase the little cans of formula, you can purchase wipes, you can purchase diapers, you can purchase snacks for your babies. So they do have a lot of things that are available for sale inside the baby nursery. If you do forget something, which I've been there before, and I had to do that, where I didn't have enough formula, and I believe it was because I accidentally spilled it all over the floor. That was bad, but thank God for the baby nursery here at Disneyland, and I was able to get some more for my baby at the time when I needed it. The other great thing about the baby nursery is for you moms that are still breastfeeding an infant, they do have privacy rooms in there, which is super fantastic. They're enclosed rooms, and you can actually go in there and take a break and breastfeed your baby for as long as you need to. There's no time limit. They don't kick you out, you know, after a certain amount of time or anything like that. You can actually take your time just like you do at home, and they try to make it as comfortable for you because inside the baby nursery, it's more quiet, it's kind of more dim, it's kind of meant to be that way, so it's more relaxing for baby. So that's a great thing too, because if you want to take a break and you want to bring baby in there for a little nap time, it's also a great spot to do so if it's really hot outside or chilly or windy. The other great thing about the baby nursery is they have a little seating area for your older kids, or even for, you know, let's say dad is waiting, or for you know, maybe mom is waiting and dad is changing a diaper in the back room. They have a Disney movie playing all the time in the front when you walk in. So they have a little seating area, and a Disney movie's on their TV, and it's nice to, you know, have the older kids take a break, or even dad or mom take a break. The very back of the baby nursery, they have a bunch of changing tables The great thing about that is they have these pre-cut sheets that you can actually lay. They fit inside of the changing table. And then, you know, so if you don't have a changing pad, of course, you can put your baby on top of that. But I always do recommend to still bring a changing pad, just, you know, for the hygiene situation, because, you know, so many people use it. So if you are nearby, here by the Plaza Inn or by the little red wagon where they sell the amazing corn dogs, definitely check out the baby nursery. I think you'll really like it too. So this is basically what I bring along to Disneyland for my kids. My oldest is 7 now, so I literally just bring a sweater for him and a change of clothes, because sometimes if you get on the wet rides and you don't dry up and it starts to get chilly at night, it's always a good idea to have a spare change of clothes. But for my little one who's 2, I do still have to bring some essentials along. So I bring about 15 diapers along with me. I know that seems extreme, but you never know. There's emergencies that do happen. Maybe they get a sick stomach because they ate something, or what have you. It's always a good idea to just bring extra if you can. So also a changing table pad is essential. Disneyland does have, the great thing about here is they do have changing tables in the women's restrooms as well as the men's. So the great thing is that dad can take baby into the restroom and change baby also. Then of course, whatever cream, rash cream that you prefer. Change of clothes also for baby, just in case. I also bring a wipe, an easy wipe down bib that I can fold up and put in the diaper bag. These Target antibacterial wipes are my absolute favorite. These are my go-to. I even have these at home. After my little one eats, I wipe his hands. But these also come in handy for us, which is great for all of us in our group that come to Disneyland. Sometimes getting to a bathroom during mealtime is difficult, and going to wash our hands, you know, depending on where the restroom is, it can be quite far. So these antibacterial wipes do come in handy. They actually make your hands feel pretty clean after you use them. So these are a must. I do recommend those highly. I also have this clutch, this wipe clutch that you can just keep refilling. This opens up and you just refill them with your favorite type of wipes, whatever brand it is that you like. And this is a great little travel pouch. It has a little handle. You can put this on your wrist, slide it onto your wrist, take baby to the restroom to change. Kind of makes it a lot easier for us moms. And then of course I have, you know, cream. My baby has eczema, so if your kids have eczema, I do highly recommend this. This is actually really great. And then I also have a mini first aid kit. You know, kids sometimes get hurt, or we can get hurt too. So I always carry band-aids and a little mini Neosporin with me. That's also an essential. A muslin thin blanket is also a must for us, especially for when my little one does fall asleep, if it's super sunny or if it's windy. This is a great protectant blanket for the littles. And then also for nighttime, I do bring a little thicker one, so I have that one there. And then of course a sweater for him as well, so I do carry that. Other types of essentials, of course, are milk. We do bring along our own milk, although you can purchase milk here in the park. I do believe it's $1.99 and it's a 1% low-fat milk. But also we've recently came across the fact that Starbucks will sell you milk, and I believe it's $3 and change for a venti. So we started doing that when we run out of milk. And we also bring additional milk in a thermos that keeps it nice and chilled. And then of course our cooler that has an ice pack in there, so that tends to keep it nice and cold throughout the day, and it will literally last till the park closes, which we usually do leave when it closes. So and then also a sippy cup. This is my favorite type of sippy cup. I know it's not your standard you know, sippy cup that you get at a store, but this cup, we were introduced to these by my really good friend Valerie, which shout out to you, Valerie, if you're watching. These do not spill. They literally do not spill. They can throw them, they can, you know, shake them up, they can, whatever they want to do, they do not spill at all. So what I do is I just wash it and reuse it. So these are the essentials that I bring along with me, that are the go-to must-haves to come to Disneyland. So definitely, I'm sure, you know, for each of you, it's going to be a little bit different depending on the age of your kids, your babies, you know, how many kids you're packing for. All of that will change. But as for me, this is my go-to for all of my must-have essentials. And then if you're wondering, what do I bring along? I don't bring your typical diaper bag along. I actually bring this bag that I got years ago at Disney World. But it's so deep. It's a huge tote. It's so deep, I can fit everything in here comfortably, and I don't have to feel like I'm stuck with a, you know, heavy diaper backpack or a heavy diaper bag. I just shove it under the stroller and I'm good to go. I smell children. So right next to the baby care center, you're going to find the first aid center here as well. And this is where you would go if you know, need a Band-Aid, if you are like me and one day ate a walnut salad not knowing that I was allergic to walnuts and my eyes and my lips swelled up. I actually had to come here because I didn't know what was going on, that I was having an allergic reaction obviously, but they routed me to the right place. I needed to go to the doctor. So this is a great place to check out if you're ever in need of a Band-Aid, or maybe your littles got hurt or you got hurt. This is where you want to come. So a great tip for you parents out there is definitely bring a kind of a larger or standard size stroller, if you will. I've seen people bring umbrella strollers to the park, and when their kids fall asleep, they can't lay them all the way down, so they're literally doing this to hold the kid laying down. The great thing about my stroller is it folds down all the way, so baby or little gets sleepy, he can lay down completely flat and take a nap. And there's plenty of space for your cargo essentials, like your cooler, your diaper tote. You put your jackets in there. So I highly recommend bringing more of a standard size stroller to the parks, just because of the fact that they can have more comfortable nap time, and the longer they sleep, the more churros you can eat. I can smell children, and the bad little children. I put them in my cauldron. It's bubbly, and I shut it. And then the mom lives happily ever after. Come here, you bad little child. Get in here. Great tip is bring snacks for your kids. Some of the snacks that I like to carry are goldfish, and then I just peeled this cutie for my little one. If you forgot to bring snacks for your kids, the stores are also filled with really cute snacks. Some pretzels and these Mickey-shaped goldfish crackers, which I actually prefer better than goldfish. They're actually cheesier, so really cute and really fun to eat. Another great option is a lot of the stands have fresh fruit that you can get for the kids. So there's oranges and bananas, and then of course fruit juice and water, Powerade, things like that. Also over here, some fruit, pineapple spears, grapes, fruit cups, lots of good options. And while they're sleeping, just refill your popcorn. So we're in Toontown, and there's a store here that actually sells umbrella strollers. It's a Mickey Mouse umbrella stroller. They also have a stroller cover. It looks like it's kind of like a rain cover, like a poncho for your stroller. This is great, especially for those of you that go to Disney World. We've been there quite a few times, and the rain there is just inevitable. You have to cover your stroller. This is a great thing for your stroller. But it's so cute because it's Mickey. Sorry. And then there's a stroller organizer with ears. Oh my gosh, I might just have to grab this for my own stroller. Not like I really need it, but it's Mickey, so maybe I do. and it has pockets, so that would actually be cute for handy too, for putting, like, you know, wipies and diapers and things like that. And then, if I can get this on here, if you forget your diaper bag, or you just want an excuse to buy a new one, you can get it at Disneyland. This is really cute. It comes with the changing pad. It looks like it's, yeah, it is detachable. It's just a Velcro. Let's see how roomy it is inside. Okay, it's pretty spacious. Some pockets in there. It's got a shoulder strap, which would actually be handy to just kind of throw over the stroller and hang it there like that. And then some bottle pockets on the sides. Looks like there's one on each side. Super cute. So another tip here at Disneyland is, if you're not quite sure what your infant kids can ride, they can ride anything that does not have a height requirement. So Fantasyland is a great land because, of course, all of the Fantasyland rides they can ride. They can do Pirates, they can do Haunted Mansion. So anything that doesn't require a height requirement, you're good to go. Another great tip for you parents out there is, if you are trying to ride a ride that maybe your little does not meet the height requirement for, don't fear, because you can get a child swap. What you need to do is, when you get in line, you need to let the cast member know. So all you do is just say, hey, I need a child swap. They'll know exactly what you're talking about. They'll give you this ticket. So the first few people that are in line with you go and ride. Then when you come off, you go back to your party that did not ride the ride. You give them this, and then they're allowed to go back to the line through the fast pass. So that's another great tip. I know a lot of people, especially friends and family, ask me a lot, how do you guys, you know, ride the rides? You have, you know, a little that doesn't meet the height requirement for a lot of these rides. That's exactly what we do. We take advantage of the child swap. That's it for another episode of SisterTV.
That's all she wrote.
Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already done so, friends, please make sure that you give us a thumbs up, you subscribe, you share, and comment down below and let us know what you'd like to see next. And as always, see you next time. Bye!